Welcome to Bulldog News Now. I'm Erin Pender, and here's what you need to know. Campaign season wrapped up with a new team of leadership ready for the 2025 to 2026 reign. BNN's TK Amende takes a closer look at some of those winners.
Good afternoon, Bulldog Nation. I'm TK Ayomide, and this is Bulldog News Now. Last week, the 2025 campaign season for South Carolina State University students was in full effect. Here's all you need to know about this past week of events. Candidates ran for positions in the Student Government Association, Royal Court, Campus Activities Boards, and class officer positions. Students have taken to social media and on-campus spaces to rally support, using everything from QR codes to catchy slogans and campaign merch. But beyond the fun, Campaign Week is about leadership, civic engagement, and the future of SC State. Elections were held this past Monday, so let's hear from some of the winners from the 2025 campaign season.
At our beloved HBCU, it's a lot of people that go through financial burdens, academic burdens, and personal burdens. But that gets in the way of you completing your journey to the finish line, which is getting that degree and graduate. So my plan is finish what you start. The journey to completion is we are going to better make sure that everybody finish with their starts so they can get that degree at the finish line. Thank you.
And during the campaign, I ran for SGA president, and I currently am the director of grievances, but what I got for next year is the SGA vice president. And some of the things that I entail to do is to aid my president in her duties and what she needs to get done. I'm still trying to aid in allowing students to make sure that they're getting heard. I'm going to be working assistance with the executive board, but also with our class presidents as well, to make sure that they need help and assistance to make sure that the president's job is easier and that we can get some things done.
Congratulations to all the winners from the 2025 campaign season. For now, I'm TK Ayomide, and this has been Bulldog News Now.
Students of SC State, alumni, and people from the community participated in First Lady Agatha Conyers' annual Run the Yard 3K run. BNN's Alicia Simmons takes us to the starting line.
Bulldog fans gathered around campus to support First Lady Agatha Conyers during her Run the Yard 3K event. It was great to see everyone participating with bright smiles and teamwork efforts as they encouraged everyone during the run. All athletic programs were in attendance. I spoke with some athletes before the run.
What's going on, Bulldogs? I'm Johnson Alvin, sophomore 90 major representing SC State men's basketball.
Hi, we are the SC State volleyball team, and we're here supporting the 3K.
Hey y'all, I'm Kennedy Peterson, and I'm from Columbia, South Carolina, and I'm a speech pathology major, and I'm here with the South Carolina State team.
Running back coach Rashad Austin expressed to me about how important it was for the football program to pay the respect to support President Conyers and First Lady at the event as a token of appreciation. South Carolina State ROTC program also played a huge role during the event by having numerous stations set up at mile markers, handing out free bottles of water to keep participants hydrated. Now here are some words from our First Lady, Agatha Conyers.
Excited to be out here today. This is our Run the Yard. We do it every year. This is our third year, and each year is stronger and stronger. So next year, don't be in the dorms hanging out. Come on out and run the yard with us. Let's go, Bulldogs!
I'm Alicia Simmons, and you're watching Bulldogs News Now.
Saving a life. That was the goal of a blood drive at Belcher Hall this week. Students and other members of the Bulldog community came together to support the American Red Cross by giving blood. Donors were able to win gift cards and other prizes. American Red Cross HBCU Ambassador Chief Austin told us why giving blood is so important.
If you're wondering, the American Red Cross HBCU Ambassador program was put together simply because sickle cell trait is something that blacks have more than any other race. And of course, someone with sickle cell trait can only accept blood donations from someone else with sickle cell trait. So while we as blacks have sickle cell trait the most, simultaneously we donate blood the least. With that being said, the American Red Cross HBCU Ambassador Program was specifically put together for the sole purpose of getting more blacks to donate blood.
From a fashion show to a glow party, the 2025 Bulldog Fest has been a busy one. Here's DeAndre Brown with more.
As Bulldog Fest is in full swing, South Carolina State hosted its annual Duke's Gymnasium Party. It didn't take long for students to start coming, while also experiencing a new security checkpoint which helped students get in more efficiently and safer. Here's a look at what it looked like inside of the party once everybody got in. It seems like everybody had high energy and good vibes, but I was more interested into seeing what actually brings people back to Duke's. Here's what they had to say.
The strolling, because I'm with Ice real bad.
I would say strolling too, all the new,
It's cool. I like the vibes.
I like, they scrolling, the little glow in the balloons. They was glowing in the dark too.
Favorite thing about the party was the vibes and the music that DJ Breezy was doing. Shout out DJ Breezy. Shout out State. Go Duke's party.
And tonight's party is actually cool, or lit, I should say.
I like the vibes, seeing everybody dancing together and just having a good time.
As the party wrapped up, it wouldn't be State without including a little bit of trail riding. But as for that, it was a great party, a very safe party, and everybody had a really good time. Until next time, DeAndre Brown, BNN, signing out.
More Bulldog Fest coverage will be on our social media page. The keyword is BNNSCSTATE. On April 2nd, President Donald Trump announced that he'll be placing an elevated tariff rates on multiple nations that trade with the United States, while imposing a 10% baseline tax on imports from all countries in response to what he called an economic emergency. Trump said that certain trading partners will pay higher to penalize them for their trade barriers. China will have a 145% tariff tax rate, Europe will be at 20%, and Mexico will be taxed at 25%. Canada will also be taxed at 25%, but their oil resources, their energy resources such as oil, electricity, will only be at 10%. Wednesday, April 9th, Trump placed a 90-day pause on the majority of his new tariffs and lowered the reciprocal tariff rate to 10%, excluding China, effective immediately. SC State has undergone many changes in tech around campus, from a new email portal to keyless entry. BNN's Kira McGowan caught up with Eric Ham, who is the Chief Informational Officer for the university.
Here on campus, we have a new portal, and it's not just for email, but it's in order to receive different types of communication or to search on campus. So if you go into scsu.edu and you go to the apps portal, we have a new portal that we've created, and you can access it now from mybulldog.scsu.edu. And in that portal, you can actually see where you'll have access to your email, but all of those other apps that were on the apps portal. So all of those actually exist in that app. We're currently working with Apple as well as Google to publish this portal as an app that students will have access to, but it does require you to log in because it needs to be able to send you the information that you need. Now from that, we understand that all students don't read the emails that the adults keep sending out because we're still in the email space, but you may not want them as an email, maybe a push notification, or to be able to go in and just see, what is actually currently happening on campus, at any particular time, like today, what's going on this weekend on campus. Within that portal, you'll be able to see those types of information as a student or as faculty or anybody, alumnus or anybody who's coming on campus. What's happening on campus and what news and events that are currently going on here at South Carolina State. Yeah, so we've got a lot of technology updates. It's been a little while, but we're currently working on, I think last time we talked about the mobile ID, but the mobile ID is almost completed. And when you come back in the fall, that mobile ID will be on your phone, so you won't have to carry around an ID, a physical card ID, unless you don't have a phone. But you'll be able to actually have your mobile ID, which will be your official ID, and it'll work on your device. If you are an iPhone user or an Android user, or if you have an Apple Watch, your ID will actually be on your device. It'll allow you to actually scan your ID If you're going into doors that have electronic access for those folks in New Guinea, those people or students that actually live in Earl Williams and Batiste, as well as Mitchell, you'll be able to scan into the front door via that mobile ID. The last thing I wanted to talk about when I say upgrades is if you're having problems with Wi-Fi, you gotta tell somebody. Because in some cases, the problems that you may have, you may be contributing to the issue when you bring in the routers from home or using a hotspot, even using a microwave in your dorm room throws off wireless while you're heating up your popcorn or cooking a meal. So we can help you with making Wi-Fi better in your area, or if it's just out, we can repair it. But just let us know when you're having a problem. And if it is a problem and it happens every day, call us and let us know, or put in a ticket, and we'll resolve those as quickly as possible.
History will be made on Monday. That's when an all-woman crew will blast off into space for a few minutes. Some of those going on the ride includes CBS News anchor Gayle King and pop artist Katy Perry. The spacecraft company Blue Origin, which is owned by Jeff Bezos, is sponsoring the trip into space. This will be the first time an all-woman crew has flown into space since the 1963 Soviet Union flight with just one woman. They are set to take off at 10 a.m. from West Texas. You can watch history being made through a live stream at space.com.
I'm Alicia Simmons with your Underground Report. Well, former First Lady Michelle Obama says her and Barack are not getting a divorce. The internet started talking after Barack was seen attending a few events solo this year. Two of those events were former President Jimmy Carter's funeral and the inauguration of President Donald Trump. She said during the podcast this week that the decision not to go was her own decision. Michelle and Barack have publicly discussed their marital troubles while they were in the White House. Since leaving the office, the couple says their relationship has gotten much better. Big news for music listeners. Jennifer Lopez will be hosting this year's AMA show, also known as American Music Awards. Not only will Lopez be hosting, she will also be performing too. You can expect to see performances from Jennifer Hudson, Gladys Knight, and more. The show will air on May 26th at 8 p.m. A Minecraft movie is one of the biggest films this year. It also broke the world record for video games held by the Super Mario Bros. The film has earned a staggering of $157 million in ticket sales from theaters across the U.S. So you might want to go check this movie out one day while it's in theaters. I'm Alicia Simmons, and that's your Underground Report.
Hello everyone, my name is Kira McGowan, and here's your 7-day forecast. Starting off the weekend on Friday with a 70% chance of rain and highs of 71 degrees and lows of 54. Saturday is sunny with highs of 66 and lows of 49. On Sunday we have highs of 71 and lows of 46. Bringing in the work week on Monday with the highest temperature of the week at 84 degrees and lows of 54 degrees. Tuesday brings a high of 77 and lows of 59. Wednesday we have highs of 68 and lows of 49, and Thursday it is cloudy with highs of 74 and lows of 49. That's your 7-day forecast. I'm Kira McGowan reporting for BNN. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Hey Bulldogs, I'm Jada Sanders, and this is your BNN Weekly Sports Report. First up in softball news, the Lady Bulldogs played against Coppin State University, winning both sets, 10-5 and 11-4. Next, in women's tennis news, they had a massive victory, 6-1 over North Carolina Central University. On the next upcoming game, the Bulldogs and the Lady Bulldogs will be playing against Norfolk State University at Norfolk, Virginia. The first serve will be at 11. Going into the weekend, the SC State track and field team will be going to the University of South Carolina this Friday to compete in the Gamecock Invitational. Finally, in SC State football news, on this Saturday, the 12th, the Garnet and Blue spring game will be starting at 11 a.m. sharp. I hope to see you there, Bulldogs. I'm your host, Jada Sanders. Go Bulldogs!
LeBron James is getting a Ken doll treatment. He will be the first professional male athlete to have this honor. The doll will have sunglasses, headphones, and an unzipped blue and white Letterman's jacket featuring the number 23 on the right sleeve, among other features. The Ken-style doll will cost $75 and go on sale next week. I'm Arna Pender, and that's what you need to know. Enjoy the rest of your day.